On Friday, Matt Cain pitched 7 stellar innings and looked like the ace of the staff. Last night, Madison Bumgarner tossed 8 shutout innings and looked like the ace of the staff. Today, Tim Lincecum will look to continue the trend and keep things rolling for the starting rotation. It's Cain, Bumgarner, and now Lincecum next. It's Hyundai Sunday on Comcast Sportsnet. Bay Area is Giants Baseball. Is brought to you by your Bay Area Hyundai dealers. Today it's the Giants and Cubs in the final game of the series from AT&T Park here in San Francisco. Hi again, everybody. I'm Dwayne Kuiper. Alongside me is Mike Krukow. Well, the Giants are going to try to salvage as much of this homestand as they can. They're 3-6 so far. A win obviously would make them 4-6. And Mike, they just really do have to play better defensively and offensively. The pitching's been fine.
Well, the pitching's been pretty good, and you hate to see the Giants lose a couple games like they did the last 2 days when the pitching's been outstanding. And today, Tim Lincecum is going to try and be the stopper. His 4-4 lifetime against these Cubs. Interesting, if you look at what the Giants have done this year to the National League Central, they haven't done very well. They're 7-18, and Lincecum's going to try and turn that around today. All right, Lincecum on the hill. Travis Wood, by the way, a very good all-star pitcher for the Cubs. He'll be facing the Giants. When we come back, we will have the lineups on the first pitch right after this. Dugout. Our game time weather is presented by the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. Get to the beach. The admission-free boardwalk is now open daily. 58 degrees here at the yard. Lots of sunshine. Winds at 10 miles per hour and the humidity at 89%. The lineup that Lincecum will be facing looks pretty familiar. It'll be DeJesus, Lake, and Anthony Rizzo. Rizzo will hit third. Then it's Nate Scherholtz since the All-Star break. Yeah, he's hit the ball extremely well, and he's hurt the Giants last night. Followed by Castro and then Valbuena. Varney will hit seventh.
Castillo 8th, and Travis Wood will pitch and hit 9th.
On the hill today for the Giants will be the right-hander Tim Lincecum, making start number 21 of the year, 5-10 with a 4.73 ERA. And look at the strikeouts, 127 and 120 innings pitched. 4-4 lifetime against the Chicago Cubs with a 3.69 ERA. You're going to see a low 90s fastball, a slider, a curveball, and a split. All pitches that he has, he can strike you out with. Let's take a look at the defense playing behind Lincecum today for the Giants. Starting in the outfield from left to right, it'll be Francoeur, Torres, and Pence. Excellent arms on the corners. Arias and Sandoval on the left side, Scudero and Bell on the right side. And Buster Posey will be in the squad, putting down the signs.
So Lincecum ready to start the final game of this homestand. And to say the least, it's been a very disappointing homestand. But a chance to win the final game with a win today over the Chicago Cubs. Here's David DeJesus. And the first pitch of the ball game is on its way, and it's a called strike. So DeJesus with 6 home runs, 21 driven in, takes this fastball high. He's 4 for 8 lifetime against Lincecum. 2 for 5 on Friday night. And then DeJesus, a pinch hitter in the game last night, was 0 for 1. In at third is Sandoval. And DeJesus lifts this one into left field. Francoeur moving over, but that's going to be into the seats. It's now 1-2. For the Giants in this series, 2 one-run losses. And it's hard to figure, of the 2 games, which was the most disappointing.
Well, they both hurt. Giants lead the National League in errors. They have been kicking it around. They needed to improve their defense today. They did not take batting practice. They just took infield. They worked on their defensive skills.
Loaded DeJesus, 2-2, the first off-speed pitch from Lincecum. Junior Lake and an Anthony Rizzo. Mike mentioned in the open how disappointing the Giants have played in the Central. They're 7-18 in the National League Central. And you remember they started out with a 4-game series in Chicago and they took 3 out of 4. Since then, not so good.
It has been all National League Central.
So 3-2 to DeJesus. And that's a walk. So Lincecum was out in front of DeJesus, and then he loses him.
Umpires today, Dan Asanya behind home plate. He's an umpire that has a strike zone that has a tendency to float around a little bit, but he does prefer the low strike more than the high strike. Brian Knight, Mark Carlson, and Jerry Davis, the crew chief, round out your 4 umpires today. Remember, it was Dan Asanya who was behind the plate in the World Series last year when they had a tremendous relay. Blanco to Crawford to Posey, and they got Prince Fielder. It was Asanya that made that call.
He, for a very long time, was our favorite umpire for making the call, and it was a correct call. At the time, however, in game speed, it didn't look like he got it right at all. Low to Junior Lake. So Lincecum trying to find that slot. He walked DeJesus out of the windup. Now he's into the stretch with Anthony Rizzo on deck. Just underway here at AT&T Park. And he pours in a strike to even the count.
Now Lincecum has always had a reputation of being a slow starter with his rhythm. If you look back at all of his starts in his career, for the most part, the highest number of pitches that he'll throw in any of the innings will come in the first inning.
Comes back with a strike, this time on the inside corner. Lake has a word with Asanya, and it's 1-2. So after falling behind 1-0, Lincecum comes back. We'll see what DeJesus has got in his mind. He's got 3 steals. He is leading. He does not go, and that pitch is down low, 2-2. It's a curveball. So trying to get it all in here in the first inning. See what's working and see what's not.
One thing we have not seen the Cubs do at all in this series is try to steal bases.
And that's tapped foul. Yeah, a lot of station to station. Of course, in this series, total only 6 runs have been scored. The only run scored last night was on a home run, although the Giants had plenty of opportunities. And Lake just got a piece of that split. It stays at 2-2. Giants had 5 hits against the Cubs on Friday. They had 5 hits last night. So DeJesus at first. And another 2-2 pitch, and he got him.
Well, you can't throw a better curveball than that. Perfect location. And Lincecum persistent with the off-speed stuff. And he finally gets a swing through Sia from Junior Lake. I mean, look at the late break in the location. That's perfect.
It almost looked like half slider, half curveball.
It was nasty.
Here's Rizzo. Rizzo at 234, 14 home runs, 58 driven in. Giants have kept him quiet in this series, because that's just off the plate. He's 0 for 4 in the game last night with 3 strikeouts. Here's Nate Scherholtz. Against Lincecum, 2 for 11. And he fouls this one the other way. Boy, that fan just saved somebody. That's the catch of the week.
No, you're right. I mean, that was whistling up there. Old first baseman. Getting pats on the back. See, bring your glove to the yard.
Seriously.
Be a hero.
Look at that.
Oh, he'd have smoked that gal over there on the side. She knew it was coming.
Very high. 2 balls and a strike. Dodgers and Reds are underway in LA. That's the final game of that series.
Yep, friends for life. It's my buddy.
Three and 1.
Wind is blowing out to left center. Pretty much the standard wind we see here. And it's cracking.
3 and 2.
One thing about Lincecum, I mean, he'll throw anything anytime. And I think he has as much confidence in that slider as any pitch to throw it in a get it in situation. More so even than the fastball.
Runner goes. Hit to right. Hit well. Pence back. Pence will play it off the wall. And heading into second is Rizzo. And it's a double, second and third. Not sure Hunter Pence saw it at first. I don't know if he could have got to it.
Breaking ball on a 3-2 challenge. That's what he goes at you with a lot of times behind in the count. And Rizzo, who's got excellent power, I mean, he doesn't get all this thing. But I agree with you. I don't think that Hunter Pence had a chance to get it, even if he had a great jump. Ball just hit too sharply.
So here's Sherholtz. Infield will play back. Sherholtz hitting at 281. And the pitch is down low. Sherholtz does have first base open, but the guy on deck, and you wouldn't think it, but the guy on deck has terrific numbers against Lincecum. And that's Starlin Castro.
Pretty straightaway defense in the outfield. Sandoval off the line at third.
Sherholtz chases 1 ball and 1 strike. At third is DeJesus. Rizzo's at second. Blocked again by Posey.
Nice block.
2 balls and 1 strike. Dave Righetti, who just past week had elbow surgery, still quite banged up. 2 balls and a strike. Two and two. Telling you, that's got a lot more velocity on it. Was at 83.
Slider. You know, at times it's really hard to differentiate between all of his pitches when he gets them going, because they all have pretty much the same movement. They're straight down biters.
So that's the pitch that Lincecum cannot get these Cubs to bite on. And now it's 3 and 2. And if I'm Sherholtz, I'm looking for a slider. Something that I think Lincecum could get in for a strike.
Well, that might be his best shot to get in the strike zone.
3 and 2. And he pulls it foul.
No time now for our Geico quote of the game. It's all about Nate Sherholtz. I'm playing in San Francisco. He says, I always love playing here. I love the fans. I couldn't ask for a better reception. I've had a lot of people come up to me the last couple of days saying they miss me. It's something I really take to heart. It's just nice to know that people care.
3 and 2. Got him.
And there was the fastball, and perhaps he was indeed looking for the breaking ball. The new stance out of the crouch, got a little bit of an uppercut, and he threw a high fastball right across the letters. And Sherholtz goes down swinging. Big strikeout.
The lower you go as a hitter, the more you become a low ball hitter.
Well, that was the area of weakness for Sherholtz for a long time, down and in.
Castro takes 1 ball and no strikes.
And really, with an open base now to a guy who's had good numbers against him, I mean, he could use it here. With the day out tomorrow, I don't think Lincecum cares about the pitch count. Just get people out and put a 0 on the board any way you can. If you got to use 40 pitches to do it, do it.
And a strike to even the count. You see the number of pitches, 28 here in the first inning. And that's tapped foul. So a pitch away from getting unscathed in the first inning. Two and two. The inning opened up with a walk to David DeJesus. Castro hitting at 253. And now it's a full count.
That does not surprise me. But I think he's pitching the way he should. If a guy's got ownage on you and you got a place to put him, and there's two ducks on the pond out there, do not give in to the fat part of the strike zone.
Hit out to right field, Hunter Pence. And Lincecum pitches out of it. It took him 32 pitches. He doesn't care. Giants are coming up. Math and save at your local Toyota dealer. It's 0-0. Giants are coming up. And Bruce Bochy's lineup looks like this. It'll be Torres, Scudero, and then Buster Posey. Sandoval will be the cleanup hitter. Pence will hit fifth. He's got pretty good numbers against Wood. Francoeur, Arias, and Belt, and Lincecum will hit ninth.
On the hill today for the Chicago Cubs will be the little left-hander Travis Wood, 5'11", 175-pounder, his third year at the big league level. And this is what he has done in 20 starts, 6-7 with a 2.95 ERA. And those numbers put him on Bruce Bochy's All-Star team this year, a first-time All-Star. If you're taking your at-bats against Wood, you're going to see a fastball that goes right around 90, depending on how he grips it. He'll two-seam and four-seam the ball, sink and cut it. Got a curveball, slider, and a changeup, and he'll throw everything at you. He's got exceptional command. Let's take a look at the defense behind Wood. Starting in the Cubs outfield from left to right, it'll be Lake, DeJesus, and Sherholtz. Castro and Valbuena on the left side. Barney and Rizzo on the right side, and Wellington Castillo will be in the squad putting down the signs.
And the pitch to Torres is right there for a strike. Most of these Giants have some type of history against Travis Wood. This is fouled out of play. Talking to Bruce Bochy before the game, and he said this guy's legit. And he said he kind of the opposite of how the guy last night pitched, the young lefty. Is it Russin? Russin. He said he throws a lot of cutters in.
Chris Russell last night was fantastic. No hits allowed, 3 hits allowed, no runs scored. It is the America's Cup. Next couple months, you're going to see a lot of that.
2-2. Torres 2 for 5 lifetime against Travis Wood.
That thing is flying. Seems to go 50 miles an hour. All wind.
Does they have a speed limit? I mean, is there like a cop out there that says, hey, yo, slow it down a little bit?
Nope. That's like the Bonneville salt flats right there for sailboats. Just watch out for the big ships out there. Thing is motoring.
The 2-2 to Torres. And a full count. Scooter on deck, and then Buster Posey. Out of play, so Torres giving him a good battle. Souvenir.
See, it's only the first inning, and already it's been a good day.
Hand it over. Eventually.
Well, she's got to get off the phone.
3-2 pitch. And the walk to Torres for good at bat. Marco Scutero at .313, couple of home runs, 22 RBIs. I think if you asked them what's going on in the game, they would know.
Absolutely.
There's a strike to Scutero.
They would know that the Giants are up.
I saw you sneak one of those in the park one day.
Well, I mean, they've got pina colada and Mai Tai. Fantastic.
Could have used a couple of those Friday and last night.
Yeah, the last couple games really have tested your mettle, no doubt.
Oh, my goodness.
These two, however,
they're happy.
Most of the time.
Yep.
It is family day here, as most Sundays are. Tommy and Cammie's first game. Twins.
On the move is Torres, and that's out of play. It stays at 1-2.
Another nice play by a gentleman that brought his glove up to the club level.
Buster Posey on deck.
He's got his orange on.
Oh, yeah.
It's like you're going to the yard. Strap on your colors and head on out. Get your glove. Good to go.
There's Buster Posey. Buster Posey will get to the White House for the first time. Remember, he was severely injured the last time the Giants went. Now timeout is called. Two-two pitch. And Scutero spoils another pitch. So both Lincecum and now Wood having to throw a lot of pitches here in the first inning. This one doesn't care, just saying hi.
She's waving to you.
Moving around. There's got to be a blockage of that row, right, where she can only go so far.
She may have hit the speed bump right here. Yeah, something looked good down there.
Dad's shoe.
Eat peanut shells. Oh, yeah. Goobers. I'm going to get your tummy. Yeah.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Torres with his lead. And Scudero pops it up. Right side. Barney will put it away. So Scudero got some pitches out of Wood. And that'll bring up Buster Posey. Good attitudes in the stands today. Our Sunday crowds here at AT&T Park, always good ones. Quick throw, Torres back. As a Buster Posey fan, we see a lot of Buster Posey jerseys. We see a lot of jerseys from all the different players. Just looking down in front of us, I see Scudero, Posey jerseys, and then a Lewis jersey.
Darren Lewis. Mark Lewis.
Could be Freddie.
Freddie Lewis. St. Louis.
Posey fouls it back. 1 ball and 1 strike. Wood with 16 pitches. Torres then really stole as much as he did when he had that great year in 2010. He's got 4 steals. He's been caught twice. Swing and a miss. 1 and 2.
Little cutter in that outside corner.
Lewis.
Here's Lewis right here. Freddie Lewis. Was he number 14? I think he was.
Yeah, he was.
Marvin Bernard's here.
Timeout is called. Sandoval watching patiently in the on-deck circle. Torres with his lead at first. And that's that left-hander's hesitation move where they come up and they stop, and you don't know where they're going to go.
And it holds you. You can't get a jump. I mean, for the most part, left-handers make up their mind before they make a move as to whether they're going to go home or go first. But that little hesitation there.
Well, he didn't do it that time, and he strikes out Posey. 2 outs.
Break a ball down and in.
That time, he went quickly to the plate. So here's Sandoval. Sandoval hitting .269, 9 home runs, 48 driven in. With 2 outs now, we'll see if Bruce Bochy sends Andres Torres. Travis Wood thinks it's possible. In the dirt. Nice play by Castillo.
Giants are right in the midst of a power outage. Big home run slump. They've had 1 this whole homestand. That was Buster Posey against the Diamondbacks. And overall, they just haven't had that many extra base hits of any kind this entire homestand. I mean, that's kind of a bad thing to put in a hitter's mind. You can't go up there trying to hit an extra base hit. You just have to have a good swing, right?
Well, I guess. team-wise, you can go into a home run slump. It's not a home run hitting team, but even at that, you're going to hit a few. Well, they haven't even done that.
Yeah, I mean, somebody's going to run into one once in a while. It just kind of happens.
3-0 with Pence to follow. See if Sandoval has the green light. He's 3 for 5 lifetime against Travis Wood. And it's 3-1. Torres still trying to figure out Wood and his move. Sandoval takes the walk. Hunter Pence taking the field. Junior Giant at every position. Let's go. Yeah, wave. Yeah. Wave over here. Over there.
You got to get the whole experience.
Yeah. He's a good dude, man.
He is. He is a people person. Hunter Pence is one of those guys that does not put on airs. He's a genuine soul.
He's 6 for 15 with a triple and a home run lifetime against Travis Wood.
Well, that's pretty good ownage right there. Those kind of numbers, you at least see the ball well out of a guy's hand.
And he takes that down low. Lincecum had 32 pitches. Wood is now at 25. This could be a 60-pitch first inning. At this rate, the Giants might see the president tomorrow about 4 in the afternoon.
Yeah, we'll go straight to the White House from the airport.
On the ground to third. This is a fair ball, and Valbuena will step on the bag to end the inning. Giants strand a pair. So did the Cubs. 0-0.
Brought to you by Big O Tires. Tires, service, straight talk. Big O Tires, the team you trust.
No score, although a lot of pitches being thrown in this one. It's 0-0. Luis Valbuena will lead things off, and then it's Darwin Barney, followed by Wellington Castillo. First pitch strike to Valbuena, who's hitting .227. Sandoval in at third. There's a high foul out of play. It's Hall of Fame day. What'd you say the crowd was?
2,500. That's about 1/10 the normal size. I think a big reason is that there isn't really a modern player going in this year.
That's true.
Guy who's going in played in the 19th century.
Caught without a glove.
Deacon White.
Just inside 1-2. And a mask, by the way.
No mitt, no mask.
Yeah.
They should put him in even if he was terrible.
I mean, think about that. Seriously.
Yeah.
We're not talking about playing Nerf ball here. Yeah, they're using that ball.
Nice going. Yeah, something tells me she's going to enjoy that.
Well, Boyna spoiled a good pitch. It stays at 1-2.
That is a genuine smile right there. She means that one.
He's happy. And another 1-2 pitch. And this one Valbuena takes. No swing. 2-2.
Jared Davis, crew chief, third base umpire, says no swing.
Got him. Got him with a fastball.
Well, reminder, next homestand, the Giants take on the Milwaukee Brewers for a 4-game series. August 5th through the 8th, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. The first 3 games, all 7:15 starts. The Thursday, August 8th game is a 12:45 day game. So there are still great seats available for all 4 Brewers games. So if you want tickets, go to sfgiants.com and get out here.
There's a call strike to Darwin Barney. David Ortiz really set a bad precedent. I don't know. Did you see the highlights of him yesterday?
I did.
He upset with the umpire. Barney high and foul down the right field line. Pence will give chase, but he's not going to get there. He tore up both telephones in the dugout with his bat. Now here's the precedent. Today he's 4 for 4.
That is a bad precedent.
4 for 4.
So the ultimate slump buster is just go wear out a couple of wall phones.
1-2 pitch. And he gets Barney on a split. We should go to Amy G every time after a strikeout. Amy?
All right, I'm not going to take out any telephones either, guys. All right, the Giants have added a new arm to their pitching staff, activating Guillermo Moscoso before the game. The Giants have designated for assignment Yusmeiro Petit as the corresponding roster move. Dwayne?
So welcome aboard. Guillermo Moscoso, who's not a baby. He's been around. Castillo hits a high pop-up. Again, a long run for Belt and Pence. And Belt is going to tippy-toe and make the catch in the bullpen. He went a long way and made a nice play. Jeff Francoeur will lead things off. Here's our AT&T U-verse rewind. Madison Bumgarner last night against the Cubs. How good was he? 8 innings, 4 hits, no runs, 2 walks, 7 strikeouts. That's how good he was.
He could pitch. And he is fun to watch. Just as competitive as anybody with tremendous talent. It's a great combination. There's the line, 116 pitches. 4 hits, couple of walks, 7 punch outs. Just a dominant performance. Today, Spectator. And we want to say hello to Trefethen Winery. Napa Valley wine babes are here today. Enjoying Giants baseball up in one of the suites. So Trefethen, and hope you enjoy the game. It's just about harvest time here in California as you get into August, September, October. It's a great tradition, the crush.
Here's Francoeur. Francoeur takes in and then away. Last night, 0 for 4. See the first baseman Rizzo way off the line at first. This is hit out to Nate Scherholtz, who barely has to move. And on a 2-0 pitch, Francoeur is out to right.
Yeah, I think it's a pretty good approach to have against a guy who has a lot of different type of pitches and movement he can give you, and he has an excellent feel for all of them, a good command. You just can't get long because a guy who can mix it up as well as Woods can do, he'll make you look foolish.
Here's Arias. Arias hitting .289, looks at a first pitch strike. Last night, a couple of hits in his first start in quite a while. Remember, he had his appendix taken out and went on the DL. Missed about what, 3 weeks, a month?
Well, he's a lot faster now.
Yeah, he is a lot lighter.
Took all that weight out. Appendixes are pretty heavy, I guess.
Well, Boynan from deep third is going to throw him out.
One thing about playing third base, you better have a pretty good arm. That's not a position that you can have a below average arm. And Valbuena going way back and uncorks a bullet over to Rizzo. So if you don't have a good arm, don't apply for the job.
Here's Belt. Belt at 258. First pitch swinging, and he lifts this one out of play.
Yep, pat the back. You did good.
Would you rather have that ball or what he's eating?
What he's eating?
That is kryptonite to my partner.
Yes, it is.
Belt on 3 pitches. He will sit down. That'll end the inning. We will head to the third. Lincecum will come out and face Travis Wood. It's 0-0.
By your Bay Area Hyundai dealers.
So back here at AT&T Park, it'll be Tim Lincecum going after Travis Wood. And Wood with a half swing, and it's 0-2. Now Wood is really like having another hitter in the lineup. Wood is 10 for 38. So it's 0-2 as Wood gets a piece.
Yeah, 10 for 38 with 2 home runs and 7 RBIs.
Very high, 1-2, a bit of an overthrow from Lincecum. Two and two. Lincecum walked David DeJesus to open up the ball game, and he hasn't walked anybody since. But he's a pitch away from doing it to Wood.
Well, I think he's overthrown those last 2 curveballs. Curveball is a pitch that you don't want to max out on. Max up, you try and throw it too hard, you lose the feel of it.
Wood lines it to left. So on a 3-2 pitch, Lincecum had to come in with a fastball.
Well, for years, StubHub has been the place to find great Giants tickets. You can find great seats for upcoming Giants home series versus the Red Sox and the Dodgers. For every team they're going to play. And this season, you can get more with your tickets thanks to StubHub Fan Rewards. So go to StubHub and grab your seats today. 87-year-old great-grandmother's Giants game. It was a bucket list item, and, well, welcome.
Glad she's here.
Gamer babe.
DeJesus at the plate. He rolls this one foul. He may have hit it off his foot. It's no balls and 1 strike. Junior Lake on deck, and then Anthony Rizzo. And that pitch is wide. So it's a ball and a strike. David Bell coaching at third. He goes through a set of signs for both Wood and DeJesus. And this is tapped foul again. It's 1-2.
Normally, after three innings, a pitcher should have 45 pitches or less. So you can see where Lincecum is with the 54 pitches with nobody out here in the third. He's had to throw a lot of pitches today.
Got him. All right. How about that?
Well, a generous call. A little backdoor breaking ball. Definitely a pitcher strike. But for Lincecum, strikeout number 5. First called strike 3 he's had.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Here's Lake.
DeJesus not too overly enthusiastic about it.
Wow. Lake takes high. He struck out. Got him with a curveball.
The problem with Asanya's, the plate umpire's strike zone, is that, you know, in your mind as a pitcher, you think, okay, that's going to be a strike today. I'm going to come back and throw that again. You're not always going to get it.
Hit well to left, but Francoeur moves over. 2 outs. And here's Rizzo.
You're a pitcher, you get a location called a strike. In your mind, you're thinking, okay, that's going to be a strike all day. And hitters are the same way. Once they have a pitch called a ball, they're thinking, okay, that's going to be a ball all day. Now in a 2-strike situation, that same pitch that got called a ball earlier gets called a strike, and that upsets you.
Rizzo doubled over the head of Pence in the first inning. And he takes down low. A leadoff walk, or make that a leadoff hit for Wood. He's standing at second now with 2 outs. And a strike to Rizzo. The hit for Wood, that's the second hit for the Cubs. Giants do not have one. That's the souvenir. Headed to the upper deck, but it falls short into the club level.
Giants did not get their first hit in last night's ballgame until the 5th inning.
Tap to Belt. Belt on a big hop. He'll go to the bag side, retired. So the hit by Wood does not hurt Tim Lincecum. Lincecum will lead things off in a 0-0 game.
Go back to that moment we were talking about. Plate umpire Dan Asagna, and one of the really great relays. It was Blanco to Scudero to Posey, and Prince Fielder is out. Grab some pine and watch. This is what Dan Asagna saw. Fielder did not agree with it. Fielder went back to the Tigers bench, and he lit Asagna up until finally he was told after the replay was seen that he indeed was out, and then and only then did he finally get off Dan Asagna. But it was a great call from this umpire right here, and that is our Ford right choice. But how about the relay from Blanco to Scudero?
Yeah. It also has kept anybody from scoring a run ever in a World Series against Madison Bumgarner. Not bad when you're what?
23.
23.
Hey, Lincecum's here. He's all over the place.
And he's at the plate. He's 2 for 36. His numbers could be a little better in that department.
I've been watching his batting practice lately, and it's gotten a whole lot better. I just can't understand the 2 for 36. As good of an athlete as he is, that just does not compute.
Other things to worry about in a game. Off the backstop with Andres Torres on deck. Bottom of the third inning, 0-0. Lincecum, left field, base hit. So we're talking about.
Now you're talking. We'll start seeing a few more of those from Tim Lincecum. Really, he hit the high cutter the way you're supposed to hit it, the opposite way. And despite a Cubs shift over that direction, he hits it away from the defense. Nice AB.
Here's Torres. Torres takes low, 1 ball and no strikes. To Castillo. Yeah, get foul. Come on. Didn't work.
No, even that effort.
Tried that on the golf course. That doesn't work.
Yeah, it's a shame, too. I wish it did.
Two balls and no strikes. And a strike right there to Andres Torres. A fastball to the outer half of the plate. Maybe a cutter. Scudero to follow. Torres very high to left field. It'll be Junior Lake who stays with it and puts it away. Mike.
The Luna Rossa product. We saw the Emirates team, New Zealand team. Now here you see the Italian team. It's pretty exciting to think that a sailboat can move that fast, and it can, especially on a great day for sailing like today. We've got a good wind out there. 11-man cruise.
Scudero shortens the bunt, and he takes the ball. 1 ball and no strikes. And a bit high, and it's 2-0. So Buster Posey waiting on deck. And a lot of Scudero t-shirts. StubHub gave away today. Two and 0. Here it is, the Scudero, and he takes low 3-0.
You know, and it's maddening for a pitcher because you're thinking about, well, I want to make a good quality pitch, and then you throw it and realize that the guy was taken the whole time. You could have just grooved a BP fastball up there. He wasn't going to swing.
Wood has no trouble coming in with a strike. It's now 3-1. Knowing Scudero, he could very well be taking another one. Absolutely. That's what he was doing.
All the way. That's got some attitude on the back of that shirt. Well, I tell you what, what's he going to do if they win another one? I should say when they win another one. That thing has got to be heavy.
Here's Buster Posey. And he takes, well, it wasn't a strike to Scudero. He takes a strike. It's 0-1. Posey goes the other way, and that's in the arcade, but very foul. Tim Flannery working his magic at third. Lincecum at second. Scudero at first. And a late call, but he calls him out.
Posey's thinking, well, wait a second, you called one high and inside, now you're going to call low and away. That's a pretty big spectrum of strike zone. You're giving both corners. Here's an 0-2 pitch. You can see Castillo setting up outside. And Wood gets the call. Just cuts it right back into Asonia's strike zone. And that's a rough at bat.
Sandoval, a little pop-up. Rizzo will give chase, but that will be into the seats. It's no balls and one strike.
Yeah, down there in the Corona Beach Club. Hey, Dravecki and Fontenot are here.
Buster brought him along. Oh, and 1 to the Panda. 1 ball and 1 strike. Giants have set the table here for Posey and now Sandoval. Defense set up. DeJesus shading Posey to right center field. Sherholt's always off the line in this park. 2 balls and 1 strike.
I saw the numbers. The Giants just not getting it done with runners in scoring position. This has been the at bat that has plagued them. But it's amazing how when one hit can turn things around. And sometimes that's all it takes. One igniter, one great at bat with 2 outs. Runner in scoring position.
Sandoval, impatient, steps out. Lincecum got the first hit for the Giants, a single to open up this inning. Look out, 3-1.
Throwing that cutter, trying to get it on his hands. And with an open base, the way you say to yourself, if I throw this, if I miss, I want to miss off the plate in. And that's exactly what he does. You see that cutter just boring in on the hands.
So Pence is going to hit. He hit in the first inning with runners at first and second. He's going to hit here in the third with the bases loaded. Lincecum's at third, Scudero at second, Sandoval at first. Remember, Pence has got good lifetime numbers against Wood. He got jammed and bounced out to third. Here he pops up the first pitch. It's going to be Wood who puts it away. Giants leave him loaded. 4th inning coming up.
Answered, tweeted to CSN Giants. The question today: in the 1989 NLCS playoffs between the Cubs and the Giants, which Giant had the most runs batted in? What you think about that?
Is that popcorn?
That would be your kryptonite.
That is the fact. Here's Sherholtz, who struck out in the first. Here he takes a bit wide.
Pretty good pitch. Score runs. That's right. The folks from Turlock, they're here. Gamer Babes from Turlock. Oh, yeah.
Scudero to his right. Gets a bit of a tricky hop, but he makes the play.
Two-pitch out. That's what Lincecum needs a lot of. He's on 63 pitches. It's not that big of an issue going into an off day like the Giants will have tomorrow. So you can definitely get deep into your bullpen on a day like today, knowing that everybody's going to get a day off tomorrow. Chance for tired arms to catch some rest.
Here's Starlin Castro, who looks at a strike.
Oh, yeah. Now that's a hat. She wears it well.
A lot of attitude in that one.
Oh, indeed. You cannot put that hat on and not have a good attitude. Impossible.
Out of play.
Well, see how you get the whole spectrum. The only bad part about that hat is sitting behind it. And you know what? She pulls it off 100%.
High to Castro. It's 1-2.
Sunny day here at the yard. It is a great day for hats.
Got him. 6 punch outs for Lincecum.
Take a look at the performance of this pitch as he just gets right to the hitting zone and just dies. 5 swing and miss strike threes, 1 called strike 3 in the 6 strikeouts of Lincecum.
Strike to Valbuena. 1 ball and 1 strike.
I mean, serious business. And you think they have fun coming to the ballpark? Absolutely. And sort of 41,000 others every day. Gamers.
1 and 2.
This is not his first game.
And that'll end the inning. 7 strikeouts for Lincecum. Francoeur's going to lead things off in a 0-0 game.
Big day for your San Francisco Giants. They're heading to the White House to meet the president. Second time in 3 years, but the second time's just as exciting, and we will be bringing you every detail minute by minute. We're going to take this ceremony live starting at 11 a.m. Pacific time. Check out CSN Bay Area for all your coverage, and then we'll be bringing you live reports for Yahoo Sports Talk Live, Sportsnet Central, and NBC Bay Area News. It's going to be a great day, guys.
Indeed it is. We will see more orange ties tomorrow in one room than in the history of that White House.
Well, strap on your colors.
Here's Francoeur. I actually had one packed, still do, but I took a red, white, and blue one just in case, to be different.
Well, I mean, yeah. I think they see a lot of red, white, and blue ones there, though.
Yeah. Francoeur pops it back and out of play. Oh, and 2. And Francoeur pops it right over the backstop.
A lot of similarities in pitching to Francoeur to that of pitching to Hunter Pence. They're both extremely aggressive. They are in the hack mode. And Wood trying to take advantage of that, dropping one out of the strike zone low. Hey, Ron Santo's here.
What a great look to that Santo uniform.
I miss that guy.
Oh.
He was such a good dude. Mr. Cub. They call Ernie Banks Mr. Cub, but you got to call Ron Santo Mr. Cub too. He made a nice barehanded play. It's a player. Soft hands.
Francoeur out swinging after a battle.
Let's watch the soft hands of this young man. It's a player. Right now we're going to answer our AT&T trivia question. The question today: In the 1989 NLCS playoffs between the Cubs and the Giants, which Giant had the most runs batted in? The Albert survey said Matt Williams. I know all of you folks have said Will Clark. A little surprised, but it was Matt Williams. Pretty good 1-2 punch in that series.
Oh, my goodness.
It really was a show between Will Clark and Mark Grace. They were unbelievable.
See the RBIs in that series for the Giants. Well, those were the big three, right? They call them the Pacific Sock Exchange.
Yeah.
Robbie Thompson had 3. Rizzo may have a play. He does. 2 down.
He went over there and made that play very much like Brandon Belt. Nice play for the big first baseman, 6'3". Not quite the same reach of Brandon Belt, but still enough reach to catch it.
I remember that year. It could have been 88, but they asked all of us broadcasters, and they asked the fans. They had a poll or a suggestion as to what should the name be for those 3 sluggers. What should their tag be? And the winner was the Pacific Sock Exchange.
I thought that was pretty good.
It was actually pretty good.
They had a good poster of Will Clark and Kevin Mitchell.
Yes, they did. Nice job, Dad. You did good. Belt back in the 0-2 hole. That's where he was in the second. And he got him. So that's the second time Belt's struck out. 1 swinging, 1 looking. 5 strikeouts for Wood. .com. Choose one of 32 Home Run Derby competitors. Available on iPhone, iPad, and select Android devices. MLB, you can download, as there's a drive to right, and pencil put it away. You can download MLB.com's Home Run Derby game for free, and you can do it right now.
A lot of activity in the Cove today. Talk about with the America's Cup here in the Bay Area, a lot of people from around the world coming in to see it. They like the water. And McCovey Cove, a perfect place to come out in your boat, your kayak.
Perfect place to just hang out. Strike to Wellington Castillo. Lincecum's picked up a couple of quick outs in the last 2 innings.
Just like we've seen so many times, his rhythm will pick up as the game wears on, and he's got a nice little flow going right now.
Look out, a bit high. This will be pitch number 76, and that is going to be a strikeout. Number 8 for Tim Lincecum. And here's Travis Wood. Wood with a base hit in the 3rd inning.
Yeah, I would avoid throwing fastballs to this guy at all cost.
The 1-1 to Wood is down low. 2 balls and 1 strike. Giants will have their best hitter leading off the bottom of this inning. Or at least the best hitter in today's game as Wood swings and misses. And that's Tim Lincecum. So it'll be Lincecum, Torres, and Scudero. High and deep to left and gone. I did not see that coming.
Well, it's his 3rd one of the year.
And it's 1-0.
A fastball, a 2-strike count. Boom. And he unloads. And to hit it out to left field today, you're going to get a little help with the wind. And that's all he needed was a little help.
His 3rd home run, his 8th RBI, is DeJesus takes a pitch high.
I mean, he has 3 home runs. That's as many as Jeff Rancour has.
Lincecum now has given up 14 on the season.
That's 3 home runs and 40 at bats for Travis Wood.
The little guy that ended up with it. So DeJesus is ahead in the count now, 3-0. Maybe that home run rattled Lincecum just a little bit. And that's ball 4.
Talk about Matt Williams. It's the home run he hit off of Steve Wilson. Game 4 of that 89 playoff. Tell you what, this ballpark is so much more beautiful than Candlestick. And the one thing, though, that this place cannot compete with, and that is the acoustics of Candlestick. It was loud. This place could get pretty loud, too, but 62,000 people that day in Game 4. And that's as loud as I ever heard it. It was going off.
So here's Junior Lake with DeJesus and a base stealing threat at first. And there's a shot that Sandoval picks it, throws from his knees, Got him. And that is a terrific play by the Panda. 1-0 Chicago.
Watch this incredible backhander from Sandoval, who spears the seat. I mean, it even looked quick in slow motion. And he knew he had to have a whole lot of time because Lake runs very well. And Tim Lincecum says, yeah, that's our Solar Company electrifying play of the week.
Lincecum singled, hit a line drive to left field in the third inning, and that's the only hit the Giants have. On the ground, he's 2 for 2.
Told you. The BP's been a whole lot better.
Pitchers today, 4 for 4.
A challenge fastball middle in, and he just spins on it and finds a hole. He's always had a nice swing. It just doesn't compute to me as to why he doesn't have better results, and now he's getting them.
He was 2 for 36 coming into this game, 2 for 2.
Hey, buddies.
Torres hooks this one foul. Oh, and 1 to Andres Torres. How did he hit that?
I have no idea.
And you think anybody up there thought they were going to get a foul ball?
No chance.
From a right-handed hitter?
Well, no. I think if he doesn't hit him, it hits him in his back hip.
It does. 1-2.
No, I don't think they were thinking that this was good foul ball territory.
Hit on the ground to third. Everybody's going to be safe. Giants catch a break.
Wow, that is a break. I mean, that's a double play ball. Hits him right in the heel. The glove comes up. And that was it. He did not stay with the play. He gave up on it.
Here's Scudero.
It's the 5th error of the year on Valbuena.
Wood to Scudero. And Scudero shows bunt, and he takes down low. 1 ball and no strikes. Scudero walked in the 3rd. Scudero, a base hit to left field. Lincecum is going to be held, and the bases are loaded with nobody out. Here we go again. So Scudero comes through.
Yeah, the table's set, and here comes the heart of the order. They had the same situation last night, and they could not score. And I know one thing. Now one of those 3 guys, Posey, Sandoval, and Hunter Pence, left the game when they left the ballpark last night.
On the ground to 3rd. And now they're going to get Lincecum in a rundown. And that's a double play.
An unassisted double play. Posey, it's a 2-hop seed. And Lincecum, I mean, the play just unfolds right there for Valbuena, who makes a nice play. He gets the force. And it is not an unassisted double play. I beg your pardon. So the bad fortune of not being able to produce with the bases loaded has really plagued the Giants. It's up to Sandoval to try and change things around.
And certainly in the last 2 games. Sandoval has walked twice. Here he taps this one foul, and it's 0-1. Scudero at second, Posey's at first.
It's a good seat.
Blake over, can't get it. Scudero's going to score. They're going to hold Buster Posey, and Sandoval comes through with a double. And this game is tied.
The drought is over. And for the Panda, that's got to feel pretty good. And he dug out a little cut fastball down and in, just above the knee. So a good 5th inning for Sandoval, doing it with the glove and now with the bat. He got a brand new ball game. Well, he liked it, had a good seat for it.
Here's Pence. Pence pulls it foul. This will be the 3rd opportunity for Pence with people all over the place. Oh, 0-1 to Hunter Pence. He's bounced out and popped out. And he's now behind 0-2.
Can't give up on that cut fastball too early, especially when Wood starts it from the outside and brings it back into the strike zone. Wood's throwing a lot of those cut fastballs today, and really has used it on both sides of the plate. It is an easy pitch to fall in love with.
Posey at third, Sandoval at second. And it's in the dirt, 1-2. 2-2.
Cutter. Inside, trying back toward the outside. To Wood's credit, he hasn't made many mistakes out of the middle of the plate with that pitch.
And now full count.
And with an open base, you can see what he's doing.
Yeah, he's trying to make Pence think about every pitch. And when you're in a bit of a grind to try to knock in some runs, he has had Hunter Pence thinking about every pitch. Three balls, 2 strikes. Here it comes to Pence. Got him. And that'll end the inning. Giants tie it up. We'll head to the 6th.
The Wines of Lodi, California. Your special event package will include a ticket to the game versus the Orioles, a pregame wine fest, complimentary tasting cards, and a collector's edition wine stop where the event host Giants alum Rich Aurelia. If you want tickets, go to sfgiants.com special events.
Here's Rizzo. And Buster Posey's going to throw him out. That'll help the pitch count.
Well, it's right at 87. You're right. I mean, he threw a lot of pitches in the first couple of innings.
Here's Nate Scherholtz. He struck out and he's bounced out.
See the 2 hits today from Lincecum. Second time he's done that. The last time he did it against the Dodgers in 2010. It was his first start. He had 3 hits in that game.
He did. I think he stayed on 3 for a while, didn't he?
Yeah, for like 5 months.
Scherholtz takes the pitch high. Bounces this one past Dave McKay. It's 1 ball and 1 strike.
Our ball dude today, Mark Madden, making friends. Oh yeah, there's a good recipient.
Pence moving over. Is this one going to drift into the seats? It will not. That's that area you got to be careful with. To Nate Scherholtz. Here's Starlin Castro.
A lot of different angles coming at you. You get over there, and it seems like the fly ball always comes back to the field. It will drift to you.
Castro is flied out, and he struck out. Pence will give chase, so will Belt, but that's going to drift into the seats.
See a lot of Cub fans today here at the ballpark.
Yeah, Cub fans travel pretty well. How to play. They certainly travel well when the games are in the Midwest. Teams in their division.
Oh, you bet. Milwaukee, St. Louis. When they do interleague to Minnesota or Detroit, Kansas City, they fill it up. Cincinnati. If and when the Cubs win a world championship, you will see more Cubs hats around the world because they have a strong foundation of support. Great fans there. She's a diehard.
2-2 pitch. Got him. And for Lincecum, that's 9 strikeouts. Francoeur, Arias, Belt will come up. It's a 1-1 game.
Shutdown inning.
Well, CSNBayArea.com has you hooked up. You can get final score alerts texted to your phone. You just text Giants to this number, 82653, and you will be the first to know the final score. We are your interactive home for all Bay Area sports. Now listen, guys, you were watching and checking out our website a couple years ago. You saw the World Series baby, Brooklyn Bird. Check her out now. She's 2 years old. She's getting so big, and she's cheering for her favorite team. Dwayne?
Brooklyn. I don't know about that guy. Hi. Very cute.
Boy, she cute. Holy smokes. Mom's got it going too.
Here's Francoeur. Just do the game.
Sorry.
1 ball and no strikes.
I got distracted.
No, just do the game. Arias to follow. 2 balls and no strikes. Francoeur is struck out. Struck out his last at bat. He's 0 for 2. Francoeur might lay on a pitch here. Well, I think he did. 2 balls and 1 strike.
Well, hey, that's how you should get after a 2-0 count. You got pop, 1-1 game. Try and knock one out of here.
Hit to right, where Nate Scherholtz will work his magic. 1 out. And that'll bring up Joaquin Arias. Arias has bounced out and popped up.
Wind has picked up, Kite, since the first pitch. I mean, it has been steady. See a lot of Whitecaps out in the bay, and those flags are cracking.
Heavy breeze blowing right out towards Washington, D.C.
See, that guy's enjoying the wind. Great day to sail if you know what you're doing.
More work for Nate Scherholtz. 2 outs.
Yeah. Family's here. Good looking group. Got the Giants hats, jackets, and they got the giant wave down. Yep, it's secret. You have to know it. It's like 10 parts to it. Oh, yeah.
Belt's had tough days. Struck out swinging, struck out looking. Here he takes low. 1 ball and no strikes.
Sandy Rosario starting to get heated up in the Giants bullpen.
There's the strike.
If Belt gets on, likely Lincecum's day will be over. Lots of babies here today. Good looking ones too.
Well, Belt's in a spot now he may not want to be in. It's 1-2. Stays alive as he pokes that one right past Tim Lincecum. Rosario was up and throwing. Now he's walking back into the Giants dugout. That may mean that Lincecum's going to hit no matter what. It may mean that.
Well, the way he's throwing, I would believe that he's going to go back out there. He's only got 95 pitches. He's got like 50 left in him.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, once you set the bar high, you know.
He threw 148 the no-hitter.
Belt out for the 3rd time, and that'll end the inning. It'll be, well, Boynton to lead things off. It's 1-1. Dealers. Wood and Lincecum both still in the game, both throwing extremely well. The only difference is both have 2 hits. One of the hits for Wood left the ballpark. So it's a 1-1 ball game as we head to the 7th. Valbuena will take one that's just outside, maybe low. 1 ball and no strikes. Swing and a miss. And that'll even the count. Lowell Harris, see the gentleman right there, 100 years old today.
Nice going.
Look at, when you're 100, man, you get gifts.
You've earned them. There was an article in the USA Today about a month ago saying that 1 out of every 3 people that are born today are going to live to see 100. That's amazing.
Was this a creditable story?
Yeah, absolutely. If you're born today, you got a chance to see 3 digits. At least a 33% chance.
3-2.
Fastball right down there around the knees. Valbuena not happy about the call. Rosario heading right back down to that bullpen as the pitch count has hit an even 100 for Lincecum.
Center field, Torres is gonna make the catch.
Second night in a row. And boy, I tell you what, in a 1-1 ball game, the one thing you cannot have is a ball get by you if you're an outfielder. You better have a pretty good foundation of courage if you're going to try and make this play. And boy, that's a beaut. Right there, his mitt was touching the ground when he made the play, and Tim Lincecum loving it.
Here's Barney who takes a strike.
One more look as he goes to the basket catch. Beautiful.
Look out. That may have been the only way that he could have caught that ball. Sometimes you turn your glove the other way, you cannot scoop that ball from hitting the grass. Slowly hit to Arias, and Arias will charge and throw.
Another nice defensive play for Joaquin Arias. But, you know, when he went on the disabled list when he had his appendix removed, I mean, he was missed. Nice to have a guy you can put in, play any position in the infield and play it like he plays there every day.
Here's Castillo. And a strike. That last pitch, number 105 for Tim Lincecum. In the dirt to even the count for the Giants in the bottom of this inning. It will be the pitcher spot. So you would most likely, even though Tim Lincecum is 2 for 2 in this game, see a pinch hitter. 1-1 pitch to Castillo is outside, 2 balls and 1 strike.
Cut fastball. Let's go 1 strikeout away from 10. And he holds the Giants record for most double-digit strikeout performances. Last year, just about this time, he moved past Christy Mathewson in that regard. How cool is that?
Very cool. High and deep to left. Hit it on a 3-1 pitch. Castillo gives the Cubs the lead. And that's his 3rd of the year. So Giants now will have to catch up.
When you get behind the count, you don't want to walk him. And a challenge fastball, and that's T-ball location.
Wow.
And in a day with the wind blowing out hard to left, you get plenty of carry to that side of the field. Wellington Castillo just took advantage of it. And as you point out, his third home run of the year ties him with Travis Wood.
Wood hit a home run on the 5th. And he takes up and in. 1 ball and no strikes. Down low. So every game with the Cubs in the series, low scoring and tight. It's hooked foul. It's 2-1.
I tell you, that's a healthy rip. Now, this will be the last hitter for Tim Lincecum, no matter what.
Tap to David Bell. It's 3-2. And he gets Wood swinging to end the inning. The home run by Castillo gives back the lead to the Cubs. It's 2-1 Chicago.
Fifth is Grateful Dead Tribute Night presented by McAfee. Your special event package will include a ticket to the game as the Giants take on the Brewers and a collector's edition Grateful Dead Uncle Sam bobblehead. Also, members of the band will be in attendance and participating in pregame activities. So, for tickets, go to sfgiants.com/special events. Remember, you must purchase a special event ticket to receive the Grateful Dead bobblehead. And I know that is going to be a popular item.
You going to get one of those?
Yes, I am. Tim Lincecum did indeed get that 10th strikeout to end things for the Cubs in the 7th inning, as you see Tim Flannery. And for Lincecum, that's the 35th time that he's had 10 strikeouts or more. Third time this season. And the third time this season, it's all happened in the last 4 games. So Tim Lincecum definitely back and threw the ball very well today.
You know what our generation guys used to call that?
What's that?
Salary drive.
Well, yeah, that's right.
We heard that in the clubhouse in September. My goodness, the veterans.
We heard it in the clubhouse in May.
Salary drive, salary drive. So Tony Abreu is going to pinch hit. You see Mahara starting to get loose. Guerrero starting to throw. Abreu ended the game last night with the bases loaded, hitting a 3-2-3 double play. Here he swings and misses. Actually got a piece. It's no balls and 1 strike. Overall hitting .269. It's 1 home run. He hit a home run in Cincinnati. And he takes outside for a ball.
7 innings. He went 4 hits, 2 runs, both earned, 2 walks, 10 strikeouts, 2 home runs.
Torres on deck. And that's foul. That's that cut fastball that right-handed hitters will time and time again break their bat.
68 with the strike, 115, 68.
That pitch and the changeup, I hate those pitches.
They're good ones.
Out of play.
Here today's attendance figures for pink card 41,608, 41608.
Over 41,000 here today.
Second largest season out at AT&T Park 219.
The 1-2 popped up, had Abreu out on his front foot, and Barney's going to put it away. 1 out. And here's Torres. Andres Torres is 0 for 2. So Torres trying to reach here in the 7th for Marco Scudero. And he'll look at a strike on the outside corner. Comes back with a cutter, and it's 0-2.
Really have to force yourself to stay on those pitches. Not easy.
Torres hooks one down the left field line. That's going to be foul.
What Wood has done so well today is stay out of the middle of the strike zone. He just has not made mistakes there. He's nailed that outside location to right-handers with backdoor cut, backdoor sliders, and he's started both those pitches on the inside corner.
Tap to Rizzo. 2 outs.
Just haven't seen many mistakes over the middle.
So here's Scudero. He's really especially been tough on Hunter Pence. Pence left 2 on in the first, 3 on in the third, and 2 more in the 5th. Scudero 1 for 2. Shoots this into center field. De Jesus is going to lunge forward and make the catch, and that'll end the inning. We will head to the 8th. It's 2-1 Chicago. For a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up, your oil change tune-up and smog experts.
So it's now up to Jose Mijares as he takes the ball for the 42nd time this year. And he's going to try and keep things right at 2-1. So the heart of the Giants lineup can try and do something about it in the bottom of the 8th. This is what he has done. 0-2 with a 2.80 ERA. 40 strikeouts in 35 and a third against 12 walks.
DeJesus has been on base twice. Lincecum only walked 2, and both of them were to David DeJesus. In at third is Sandoval. Belt a step or so behind the bag at first. Arias a step or so in. The same with Scudero. That is out of respect for the speed of DeJesus. One ball and one strike. Bounced foul. And it's 1-2.
All right, we have a winner. Pedro Strop, right-hander for the Cubs. Saw him in last night's ball game. Hard thrower. He's getting heated up.
Got him. Check out our McDonald's True Stories in this date in Giants history. In 1998, Kirk Reeder throws a complete game 2-hitter against his former team, the Expos, and that was his 11th win of the season. But he also had 2 hits in the win, a single in the 7th, a double in the 8th for his first career extra base hit. Overall, Woody in 98, 16 wins. He had 14 hits, a .209 batting average. And he ended his career with 9 doubles. Swinging a foul out of play.
He can still pitch. Had a chance to see Kirk Reeder this homestand. He and Rob Nin.
He's got his hands full now. He's got a teenage girl.
That's true. Rob Nin, 2 teenage daughters, and the oldest one is driving, 16 years old.
Did you notice the gray?
Well, he never had gray till she got her driver's license.
He caused us to have gray with those leadoff walks in the 9th. 1-1 to Junior Lake. A 1-2 to Junior Lake. I don't think I've seen Mijares, and I'm talking about over the last month or so, I think this is the best stuff he's ever had in a Giants uniform.
Yeah, he's throwing great. He's also throwing the new pitch that Javier Lopez taught him. A breaking ball that it's given him a new toy. He likes it. That's it.
No swing, 1-2.
I mean, that's a pitch that really is best suited for a left-handed hitter. But he's got so much confidence in it right now. I mean, he's even throwing to righties. I mean, he threw that thing and he missed it in a good place. A lot of guys will go after that. Back foot breaking ball.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Hit into right center field. Torres on the move. Torres will run it down. Let's check in with Amy G.
All right, gentlemen, how about a Ryan Vogelsong update? He feels very good after his second rehab start with Class A San Jose Friday night. He went 2 2/3 innings through 45 pitches, gave up 1 hit, a 2-run home run. Next, he joins the team to visit the White House, and then he'll hook up with the Giants AA affiliate in Richmond. Gentlemen, get your pitch up.
There's Ryan Vogelsong. Better moods for Ryan Vogelsong.
Except the day he pitches. But he's starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel. He has really, really struggled on that disabled list, not being able to help this club out.
That's just off the plate. Rosario back down to the to the bullpen. Two and one.
Third hump of the day for Rosario.
Popped up. Sandoval, forget it, out of play.
High fives. Oh, yeah. You want to meet new friends? Catch a foul ball.
2-2. In the dirt and a full count. Nate Sherholtz on deck. He's kind of hanging out in the cove. That's a pretty good seat. Full count. Francoeur will move over, but not really hit high enough for him to get over there. So is he making friends right now?
Yes, he is. People he didn't even know till he caught that foul ball. And now all of a sudden he's got dates and business opportunities.
So the walk to Rizzo. Here's Sherholtz. 0 for 3 this afternoon for Nate Sherholtz. And Rizzo goes, and now they've got him hung up, and Buster Posey will throw on through. Now it's a rundown, and Belt will tag him out. Good job by Buster Posey, and he will lead things on.
Giants and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of San Francisco Baseball Associates, LLC.
Stay tuned immediately after Giants baseball for Esurance Giants postgame live highlights, reaction, and analysis, and it's all coming up right after the game.
A 2-1 lead for the Cubs. When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up. Your oil change tune-up and smog experts.
Pedro Strop, the no pitcher for the Cubs. This is what he's done with the Orioles and the Cubs through 40 games. 1-3 with a 5.06 ERA. Had a chance to see him in last night's ball games. A hard thrower. I'm talking mid to high 90s. They'll also give you a slider and a changeup combination.
And you can work him, though.
Doesn't have great command.
2-0. Sandoval to follow. Nope. 3-0. You can see Weldon and Castillo. He's doing one thing. He's putting the glove right down the middle of the plate.
Well, with Strop, I mean that's pretty much where you set the target, because his wildness will take his pitches to corners. I mean, he'll aim for the middle and miss on the corners.
And you saw that one really started out over the plate, and it came right back into the heart of the plate.
Kind of a short arm release. 94 from this guy gets on you quick.
3-2.
And Buster Posey was trying to tie this ball game up.
Jammed, hit on the ground to Castro. 1 out. So Strop comes back after falling behind. And that'll bring up Sandoval. And, you know, look, I was never a guy that could knock one out of the park, but I have to believe that Buster Posey probably not really actually more upset about missing the 3-1 pitch than the 3-2 pitch. 3-2 pitch was kind of running in on his hands a bit.
It's a good pitch.
Sandoval has walked twice and he's doubled.
Castillo, the catcher, set that target on the outside corner, and that ball came right back across the middle. Strop is one of those guys that it can be effectively wild because of his velocity. Not an easy guy to catch.
A lot of oohs and ahs going on that pop-up.
Well, we've seen some great plays today. Giants fans have brought their gloves. Oh, yeah. A just reward.
Tapped this one slowly. Castro behind the bag. 2 outs.
Went from the top deck. Oh, guy's got to make a play. Down to the bottom. He had his glove on right there to gobble it up. Had him played perfectly.
Here's Pence. Pence is 0 for 3. And he takes low. Low again, 2-0. Pence sit on the pitch here, try to tie it up. Francoeur to follow.
Well, again, a 2-0 challenge, and that was a good pitch to hit. One thing about Strop, he's not afraid to challenge it with that fastball. We saw him challenge Posey 3-1, and here he comes at Pence in a 2-0 count with all kinds of hitters' leverage. Quick pitch to him.
Not in time. Speed of Pence.
Strop, a little quick pitch. Watch him come set. He never sets his hands. He just pitches. And just kind of laid it in there. Kind of a sneak attack right there. And, I mean, it really is a good way to upset the timing of a hitter. But Pence with the swing and bunt beats him on it. Now, it's not something you can do with a runner on base, but when you pitch out of the stretch all the time, like Strop does, you can do that with nobody on base.
Strike to Francoeur.
So a tip for young pitchers, anything you can do to upset the timing of a hitter is good, provided it's within the rules of the game, and that was with nobody on base. Got to bring those hands to a stop with a man on base like that.
Francoeur foul. 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes. Pence dives back. Pence now with 14 steals. He could go with the count 0-2.
That's doubles defense for the Cubs in left and center. They backed it up.
One and 2. Pence thought about it. So Francoeur in a battle, 1 and 2. And he chases in the dirt, and that'll end the inning. We will head to the 9th. It's the Cubs 2 and the Giants 1.
brought to you by Xfinity, home of the most live sports.
Stay tuned for the post-game wrap. That's coming up in just a bit. And Mike will also talk about the game with Murph and Mac tomorrow morning on KMBR 680. So Mijares will be facing Nate Scherholz. Nate was at the plate when Rizzo got picked off to end the 8th. And on the first pitch, a breaking ball. Scherholz is aboard. And Bruce Bochy is going to go get Mijares. It's a tough league when you hit one guy and you're gone.
One guy, you're gone.
But it's time for a change. Think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up. Your oil change tune-up and smog experts. Rosario coming in.
And then it's a 6-game road trip starting in Philadelphia. Tuesday at 4 p.m. You'll see game 1 of that series right here on Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area. And pregame live will start at 3:30. It's going to be Barry Zito on the hill taking on another left-hander, John Lennon. So join us if you will. 6 games on the road trip, all here on Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area.
So here's Rosario facing Starlin Castro. First pitch is low.
Castro 0 for 3 with a couple of punch-outs today, just hitting .251. Cubs do not know what has happened to his swing. Kevin Gregg, the closer for Chicago. He's already got 2 saves in the series heating up. He will pitch the 9th.
I don't know if Castro's got something in his eye or.
I believe he does.
There's a strike. Scherholz, pretty good speed at first. On deck is Valbuena. I don't think you could classify Scherholz as base stealing speed, but once he gets it going, he runs well. Get on the ground. Arias flips the Scudero to Belt, and that's a nice double play.
Well, what really makes this play is how quickly he gets the ball to Scudero, and an off-balance throw. I mean, he's just wavering on his right foot. And right here, that's where the play is made. And with Scudero getting the ball that quickly, I mean, all the time in the world, and even the speed of Castro, no match, an easy turn.
There's about 10 different ways to turn a double play, and he could have chose any one of them. Here's Valbuena, who takes a strike for the Giants in the bottom of the ninth. They will have Arias, Belt, and then a pinch hitter. And that's driven past Scudero, and Valbuena picks up the 5th hit for the Cubs. So he's going to be aboard for Darwin Barney. Barney is 0 for 3. His last at bat, he bounced out to Arias. One ball and no strikes.
Gregor Blanco get the bat in his hand. Posey digging one out. That was not easy. A little bit of a scud there from Rosario. Good signs from Bochy. Every pitch.
So Rosario comes in at the knees. 2 balls and 1 strike. Two and 1. 2 and 2. Well, Bueno with the runner at first, only 1 steal. He does not go. And this is popped into shallow center field, and Torres is going to get there to end the inning. Loses his glasses. So Giants need 1 to tie and 2 to go home. Arias will lead things off.
PM right here on Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area. We get Giants post-game analysis and reaction from this one. Highlights from the National League West race, also the latest from the Niners, the Raiders camps. All that and more. So join Mindy Bach and Henry Wolford right here, Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area, AT&T Sportsnet Central.
A 2-1 lead for the Cubs. When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up. Your oil change tune-up and smog experts.
New pitcher now for Chicago will be the closer, Kevin Gregg. 40th game that he's come into. 21 saves on the year. He already has 2 saves in this game. 35 strikeouts and 39 1/3. And you're going to see a lot of fastballs from Gregg, right around 90. He likes that outside part of the plate. He's got a little slider and a split, but we haven't seen many of those. It's been pretty much all fastballs away.
Arias picked up a hit off of Gregg in the game last night. This crowd of over 41,000, nobody's left. They're trying to get the Giants going here in the 9th. And there's a strike.
Big curveball and a good one. That's something you're going to look for off this guy in a 1-0 count with what you've already seen him throw in this series.
Arias out of play. It's 1-2.
Kinsuke Tanaka with a bat. Likely he'll hit third this inning.
Arias spoiling off some pitches that, at least in his mind, are too close to take.
That's a pretty good 2-strike pitch right there. Hugs despite the disappointment.
1-2. Driven to right, and it's right at Nate Scherholtz. 1 out. And that'll bring up Brandon Belt. Belt has struck out 3 times. Foul back, no balls and 1 strike. Tanaka is indeed on deck. Outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. The Giants had a very good opportunity in the game last night in the 9th inning to not only just tie the game but take the lead, and they did get it started after 1 out. 1-2.
Rally cap time. And it's been a tough day, as you pointed out, with Belt. I mean, he's 1 strike away from a 4-strikeout day. I mean, this is where you really got to grind.
Two and two to Belt. Overshift is on. And now full count. This is the one shot that Gregg had, maybe to use that breaking ball. I would be shocked if this was nothing more than a fastball away right here.
I agree with you.
Got him. Maybe Belt had the inside part of the plate on his mind.
Yeah, I think he thought that was off the plate away. We've seen that called a strike, though, several times today. And that really has got to be one of the toughest days in this young man's career.
So here's Tanaka. Tanaka, the last hope for the Giants, hitting .267. Gregor Blanco is on deck. And that pitch is low. 1 ball and no strikes.
Tanaka will make you work. He knows his strike zone. He's very patient, not afraid to hit with 2 strikes.
One and two.
All right, nice going. You wait all day, you get a reward. He earned it.
Indeed he did. Tanaka lives to see another pitch. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Giants want to get Blanco to the plate. And a full count.
So often see him work a count full.
Three and two. Out of play. We'll do it again.
Giants looking for a base runner.
Base runner to get Blanco to the plate. 3 balls and 2 strikes. They'll take it any way they can. And now Tanaka is going to ask for time. And that's a good at bat.
Yes, indeed. And he just lit a little candle of hope in that Giants dugout. And the Cubs are backing up their outfield, the doubles defense. In center and probably yep, they're going all the way across the board. Going deep. The ball does find a gap. I mean, Tanaka's got great speed.
Could they send Tanaka? Swinging a foul back. It's no balls and 1 strike.
So Blanco coming out of Hackett. And yes, they could send Tanaka, a good base stealer. Greg, not a real easy guy to steal off of. He's pretty quick to the plate.
Out of play. So Blanco falls behind. No balls and 2 strikes. 1-2.
Marco Scutaro would love to get a chance in this game.
Tanaka goes down low, and he's going to steal it. Goes into center field. And the tying run is now at third.
When he steals, he makes it look easy. He got a great jump. Castillo had to hurry the throw, threw it to the right of Castro. And now the Giants just 90 feet away from tying this bad boy up.
So Blanco at the plate. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. And this should do it. Castro puts it away, and that's the ball game. The Giants lose in this series 3-2, 1-0, and 2-1. And it turns out to be a very disappointing homestand.
Well, and a very disappointing weekend. And the Giants now will have an off day to think about this. And it might not be a bad thing to get an off day at this time. Very, very frustrating times for the Giants.
Final score, Cubs 2, Giants 1. Esurance Giants postgame live with interviews and the wrap is coming up. But first, let's go to the Sportsnet Central studio for an update.